Whoa, long time no see, guys. What's going on? So, this is going to be an experiment. I want to see uploading content to this. I have another channel that is dedicated purely just to break up content. So I'm kind of gonna do a mix of both. So the way that this is going to be structured is relationship and breakup advice or whatever in the front, and the work that you need to do in the back. So it'll probably be a short video. And as soon as you guys are done and don't really need any more help with the front, you can click off, or if you want some actual help, stay for the rest of the video. So they need to feel the loss in order to come back. It's a very simple concept. That's why there's not too many notes. I have a lot of notes for other content that I've made, but this is a very simple concept because at first they want distance. They're in the relief stage, right? So because they're in the relief stage, they're going to want time and space and all that away from you. So knowing this, you have to mentally say, okay, and think about it like this. If you are going through a breakup as a dumpy, you're feeling the pain now. They are going to have a delayed idea. They're going to have a delayed pain. Okay. Why? Because as soon as they feel that they lost you, right? That is when they decide to ring you up, call you back, come around. And that's the best chances those are the best chances you're going to get. So one thing I want to make a note of whenever I help people with this, I notice a couple of things. The first thing is they're always going to call your bluff. They're always going to say, shit, go ahead. You want to back off, go right ahead. And it makes you feel even more insecure because they're like, they're basically pushing you away. And this is the idea of having the two energies. Normally I have my iPad hooked up, but I do not this time. So I'd have a drawing of the two energies, right? So the idea of the two energies, so being one, let's see here. One energy is here, that's yours, and one energy is over here, that's theirs. They're putting all their energy onto themselves right now, and you're putting all your energy onto them. And not naturally, the way that they come back is when you start putting your energy back onto yourself, and you start focusing on yourself and start focusing on the things that you're going to do, which is why I do these videos the way that I do them now. Because the first half and being breakup content and helping you through your breakup, and the second half being like what you truly need to do, it's fundamentally important that you first understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. So the first thing I always get my students to understand is intersexual dynamics, meaning like how do men act and the dance, right? How do men act? How do women act? And what's going on here? Understand what women are looking for. Understand that women don't necessarily want a nice guy. They want a kind man, but they want to make sure that they can't fuck with you, right? That kind of stuff. So understanding that, and then understanding attraction, okay? And what makes attraction go up and what makes it go down. So you pouring all of your energy onto them is not attractive. You're actually repelling them. Okay. You're repelling them and you're pushing them away because they're not wondering about you, right? So they need to wonder about you. So when they're focused on themselves, they're focused on, job, friends, family, work. I already said job, business, side hustles, whatever, even dating. They may even be dating, right? And on dating apps. Now, obviously, you shouldn't just be waiting for someone. If they're on dating apps, like for me, for example, I would never, just immediately jump back into a relationship with somebody who's like, oh, I'm just about to jump into this new relationship right away. Oftentimes, they've already lined something up anyway. So that's on you. If you want to wait around, that's on you. I just don't recommend that you do. And that's why this is going to lead into the next part of the video, the self-improvement part. Okay. So they need to feel that loss. Number one, which means you need to pull away and take all that energy that you focus on them, focus it on yourself, and focus on improving yourself. And I know it sounds corny, but every single day that you improve yourself is a day that you are better. Like even if it's 1%. And you wouldn't believe the amount of success that you can have if you do this. If you focus and like truly focus, truly like put your best foot forward. And that's why I have like, like a coaching program and all that stuff for self-improvement. So the first thing I would work on is monies. Now, I know you guys probably understand that I have like a money school program and all that stuff, but I do it a bit differently. So if you guys are interested in learning how to make money with me, I have several portfolio of websites that make money, and you guys can get a piece of that pie. So money is number one. And then obviously through that coaching program, I'm going to teach you how to do it yourself. And, a lot of people don't have the steel nuts to stay and learn something for a year, right? It takes time, guys, to learn this stuff. It takes time to understand how to create value and have it in a way where somebody pays you, right? So agency work, for example, or making videos, right? Making meaningful videos. My TikTok, for example, blew up to 68,000 followers in 5 months, creating a ton of new business. And if you guys learn how to do this stuff, you guys can learn how to make personal brands. You guys can learn how to, and why is this important for getting your ex back? Well, there's a reason why you're going through this breakup in the first place. That's the truth. You're not as attractive as you could be. Okay. I have several students that have come to me and they said, Kyle, let's work on this. So what I do is I get them in a program where we build an asset together, and and then I coach them through on how to first build that, and then also work on all these things: intersexual dynamics, attraction, and then the self-improvement part. Okay. So when we focus on these things and do these things, this is going to be putting you in a very positive, energetic place. They're not going to see you doing this, unless you post it on social media. But what they're going to see and what they're going to feel is the lack of attention and energy coming from you. And that is going to inevitably do one of two things. They'll come around or they won't. Working on yourself, especially improving your money, guys, look at the way the world is right now. Improving your money and value, right? If you understand knowledge and understand value and you have something that you can offer, doesn't matter what situation you like. Okay, understanding relationship recovery stuff for me, right? That's where I started. Then I learned how to do agency work, SEO, digital marketing, advertising. Once you pick up one skill, you can pick up another skill because you have financial freedom, and then it keeps going, right? So if you guys want to be financially free and you guys want to work on yourselves and you guys want to work on building something that's worthy, start with like I'd say money and finances so that you can buy your freedom. And at the same time, I would also understand, obviously get healthy, get in the gym and stuff like that. But I would get around somebody like that has that mindset of what you want. That's the first thing I did to improve myself. I started talking to people that are where I want to be and where I want to go. The very first mentor that I had was making like $25,000 a month from his agency. And if you guys don't, if you guys want to do the math, right, let me math that for you. So 25, I think he charges, I wanted to say he charges $1,500 a month. So he has 16 clients, right? And I think after he did like 5 or 6 clients, he increased it to 2,000. So he's got like 13 or 14 clients. That's not that hard. Okay. It really isn't. You just have to position yourself properly, being on the top page of Google for that particular agency, right? So the point is, it's hard, but it's not, because the person that is ahead of you will teach you the fast track and the fast ways to get to where you need to go. And they'll give you like, tips like, hey, and a really good way to position yourself if you are looking to do agency work and you're looking to do that. When you're talking to somebody who is like, say you're in a program, like an agency program, say you're in my program, right? And I have a client that I can't take on. Who do you think I'm going to pass it on to? Some random? No, I'm going to give it to you, right? But again, people don't think that way. And I didn't understand that either until I was under somebody's wing. So this helps because look, if your ex comes back tomorrow, don't you want to be that much better? Don't you want to be making $5,000 a month more than you were before? I know money doesn't mean everything to you guys, but like everyone can use an extra $5K right now, right? And you're going to be dressing better. You're going to be smelling better because you have cologne. Like in my school, I'm going to be bringing up like colognes and stuff that you guys should be wearing and clothes, like stuff that I wear when I go out in public and stuff like that. And stuff that I focus on because the thing is too, right now I'm getting into like a little bit more fat. I know I'm wearing like a fucking like Japanese anime sweater right now, but I'm getting into more like fashion stuff. And I want to actually like point out, cause you guys know I love Henley shirts. Like you guys who are fans of me and who have been watching my channel for a long time know I love Henley shirts. And like, I think that they're key. But of course, like getting that style down and like colognes you should wear and things like that. But really the cool stuff is getting into like freedom, right? Like financial freedom. Freedom, I think, is something that every man should strive for. So guys, they need to feel the loss in order to come back. But during that time, I want you to really be working on yourself. So, you can say this is game, money, game. It's like understanding intersectional dynamics, personal development, obviously gym. So work on these things, and I'd say just like mentorship and getting the mindset right. So let's say mindset, right? Mind. Yeah, it corrected it. So you guys remember I talk about the 6 pillars, right? This is kind of the same thing, the same idea. And this is going to 1000% fast track you to A, get your ex back, and B, if you don't get your ex back, you're going to be a better guy so you can attract women a whole lot easier. Okay. I'll see you guys on the flip side. If you guys want to reach out to me, it will be in the description box below and we can talk.